I had to fight all the other AT boys for it.
Yeah.
You guys realize the dream match is Cammy versus Rusty and Tanks. I'm gonna want to watch this.
Me versus
They're all
Cammy is
friends.
like the meeting of the minds. It's fucking what's his name there? Bobby Fischer versus what's his name? I will say though, Cammy made me change my tank philosophy to be more aggressive because Cammy's always go 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 go.
Right.
And I'm a lot
But then
more
there's
of a
Polito.
sniper.
Look at the supply truck in mid.
And there's Colito, who kind of, you know where he's at.
Yep, know where he's
He's
at.
predictable.
Yep,
Yeah, I did dump,
he gets predictable.
supply
He does stuff like
drop
that.
on the ground too,
What's
straight
not
east.
predictable from Colito is if he starts
D5, mate,
moving.
you swing past circuit and carry on.
He will move. And you know what? I'm not going to say nothing, but you know what? You did give respect to Mr. Do and Bossman and Atrocity because they are a little more aggressive.
Yep.
And it's weird how those guys have been playing for a year together, man. And that's what I'm saying with all you guys that are playing tanks. Build fluidity with each other. Like,
Yep. You're not wrong. That's why I started establishing kind of a community organization and try to build towards competitive gaming and do that stuff. Actually, one of the biggest reasons why I started streaming and doing that kind of stuff is not to just create a stream, but essentially be a member of the Hell Let Loose community. Once I put my second star on, I was like, I kind of have a responsibility to the community here. And
yeah, you do.
I don't think there's a lot of people who have the same perspective of the game as that I do.
Yeah.
And so
No, I
how
agree.
do I give people that perspective? How do I show them exactly what we're doing? Like, for instance, a lot of players will say, "Oh my God, you're doing nothing with that tiger right now. That tiger is absolutely wasted." And I'm saying, no, this tiger is not wasted. In the event that the left flank is refused, which it looks like it's going to be, they're going to refuse the left flank. The American attack is going to come directly in front of us. And if it comes directly in front of us, then we're already here to stop it.
They had an Alpha Strike ready. Do you see that destroyed truck to your right?
Yep.
That was a squad and a recon team. And luckily, I was already there waiting for it and predicted, destroyed the truck, got their OPs, cleared the whole squad out.
With that done, it clears out the 3-4 line, which is the direct attack. And all it takes is just maneuvering aggressive, sweaty assault boys to find and lock out their garrison, and then it's all set. It's just done.
I'm gonna touch left.
That truck.
Kill that satchel boy. Kill that satchel boy.
So, Rusty, I'm going to ask you a question. On your comp team, I mean, we get their sweaty players, okay? I get that. Okay. Does that really matter, or is it the strategic thinking and everything
Okay, so
that's going to win the war?
Well, first of all, tanks don't win engagements. And when I say engagement, tanks don't win games. In fact, I'm, even as a full-time tanker, I kind of am on the thing.
100.
Roger. All mounts fire at will. Even though I am a full-time tanker, my whole deal is, look, this is not. Tanks are not at a position where they just dominate infantry so badly. They're actually very, very weak, and it requires a considerable amount of teamwork to use them correctly.
Yes, you got to protect them.
I am, however, a supporter of combined arms. Combined arms is so much more powerful than just solo work. So in that same vein, the strategic play is a lot of what leads me to play more competitively. But basically what happens in competitive Hell Let Loose matches is that it's not strategy that wins, it's logistics and sticking to the plan. If your team breaks down their logistics, then you are going to win. If your team's logistics break down, then the opposing team is going to win. And logistics is defined by building garrisons, putting things into correct position, ensuring that the attack is set right, and all of that is done by infantry. The whole purpose of tanks is to eliminate other tanks, and secondary support the infantry on certain assaults. With the sole exception of two tanks. Two tanks don't do that. Don't follow those rules. The Panzer II, the role of the Panzer II is to hunt down logistics or attack infantry, and the role of the Sherman 75 Jumbo is to primarily support infantry.
Right.
If the opposing team figured out that the 75 Jumbo could break their line here, then they're never going to figure it out. Then it would totally change everything.
Here's the problem. Is nobody in competitive matches uses that 75 Jumbo. And I'm like, why?
Okay.
Like, and my question is why? Because it has those smokes, and if your artillery is down, right?
Right.
Why not use that to your advantage? It's... What is it? The fuel cost is 50.
Well, what it really comes down to, enemy supplies following Echo 3 marked garrison. What it really comes down to is, I feel like there's an epidemic failure for infantry to support armor and to understand how powerful infantry supporting armor is.